see. Come see. All right, here we go. All right. You want to say it?
What's up? I'm on the workout to it. Fact that that's in the Bible, transcription, post, and slot and moving.
Yay. I love you so much.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Saturday edition of Morning. Presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic. What, baby? Period, Erica. Parish Construction and Roofing. Need North Beach, go to Brock. Need a roof? Call Parish. Unique Physique, Unique Aesthetics and Wellness. Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. I like that, Erica.
I like that.
Bocock Brothers Premium School.
I like that.
I like that. What you want? You want to go walk?
I like that, Erica.
Want to walk? Okay.
I like that, Erica.
Okay, buddy. And FMOL Health, our Lady of the Lake championship health partner of LSU Athletics. Okay. Hope everybody's day is off to an awesome start. Drew obviously is here and awake. Rip roaring, ready to go. So Marcos Paz entering the transfer portal. I got that call yesterday. It's always worth throwing out the caveat. It's never like done until it is. But it seems like A&M is going to be the school there. Again, we'll wait and see. Like, once a player formally goes in the portal, then schools can contact him, and maybe there's a flood of teams that contact him. But it sure seems like there were probably some agent dealings behind the scenes to facilitate a deal. I think you'd probably hear something pretty soon. But what, baby? I like that, Erica. Certainly disappointing. Paz is a guy, if you're not familiar with his backstory, was one of the top right-handed arms in the country, had Tommy John, missed his senior year, still was the number 22 right-handed pitcher in the country, even after Tommy John and not pitching his senior year. A guy who probably would have never made it to campus, but for Tommy John. And Jay Johnson actually comped it to Cade Anderson. Anderson was a guy that had Tommy John during his career at St. Paul's, and had he not had Tommy John, probably never makes it to campus. But it was to LSU's benefit. So we're thinking Paz, would have been the same thing. A guy that, would have continued to develop because he's such a sensational arm talent.
Please use your inside voice.
Please use your inside voice. Yep. Please use your inside voice. You want to sit on Dad's lap?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's definitely disappointing, man, because that's a high ceiling prospect who.
Why, Erica?
Who? Okay. I thought you wanted to sit on my lap. Okay. Okay.
iPad.
Okay. Go ask mommy. Oh. He walked right into the door. The closed door. Like, I have two doors that open in the middle. One was closed, one was open. He walked right. I mean, he didn't walk fast or hard enough into it to. Well, yeah. But oh my God! What in the world? Welcome to the Scone house. Whoo, man. Anyway, so Paz is a guy who with really high ceiling. He struggled to find a consistent role as a freshman, mostly because of his inability at times to throw strikes. In 29 in the third innings pitched, he had 40 strikeouts, but he had 25 walks or something like that, 27 walks. So anyway, it's a bummer, but you return Evans, Schmidt, Moore, Ricken, you bring in Landon Hood. So Paz was going to be in that mix of someone vying for innings and for a role. And apparently there's a team willing to spend and give him more of an opportunity. So we'll see who that is. Again, I was told A&M is probably the target. But when a player goes in the portal officially, teams can contact him. And so we'll see what other offers might be there for Paz. All right. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Say some good mornings. Jacob, Bubba, Brad, Kelly, Thomas, LSU Melly. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. RSP, good morning. Devin, we're back on Lake Sam Ray. We are back on Lake Sam Rayburn, blasting morning Scone on the inland. Happy Saturday, everyone. That's awesome, man. Thank you, Devin. Appreciate you for being there, man. Y'all have a great Saturday. Survivor Remorse. Would you score on the ACT? Probably a 30 in English. Well, my ACT score was not very good because my math and science were atrocious. But yes, like on the English and the reading comprehension, I scored very well. But on the math and science, it was like a 13. It was bad. Like I'm very strong in English, reading comprehension, grammar, all that sort of stuff. I am very, very, very weak in math and science. Thomas, good morning. Antonio, good morning. A few months ago, I gave you my over-under of 23.5 for the amount of times the Dabo clip will be played the week of the Clemson game. After speaking to Vegas, we're at 19.5. We're good to go. I feel like every time you all mention the clip, you're doing it just so I'll play it. You know what? I'm not. Okay, yeah.
Questions? Walker Parks, is he? Oh, he'd be all right. He'd be all right. He'd be good to go.
Hey, Mary, good morning from the 318. All right. Thanks for listening and watching up there. Hey, Billy, good morning. Have a wonderful Saturday. Same to you, man. Thomas, Kevin, Dale, Marcos Paz and his 9.2 ERA are now Tiger bait. Dale, I'll just remind you, man. I hear you. That Cade Anderson I'm not going to be able to find it, am I? I'm trying to find Anderson's ERA and SEC play as a freshman. Anyway, it was not good. It was like a 19. So anyway, so he's very good in the midweek, but really struggled to get SEC hitters out. And so you look for development and growth. And so it's not a good thing losing a really talented arm. I'll never be like, no big deal. It's not a good thing, especially if he is in fact headed to a conference opponent. Don't take this in a bad way. Just curious about why do you reveal info from private convo involving LSU, especially with preferences considering the reach you have? Recruits family could see that. What do you mean? Private convo? What do you mean? But you got to be more specific. I'm happy to answer the question. I just don't know what you're talking about. You always say Auburn is your favorite rivalry. What LSU Auburn game was your favorite you watched? Man. God, the most memorable ones for me kind of are the losses. I hate to say that, but it's like Cecil Collins in 97. I was at the 02 game. The Ronnie Prude leverage game in 04. The Phantom pass interference in 06. You know what I mean? Now, okay, I got it. By a mile, my favorite is 2001. And it's not the game that most people are going to remember, but 2001, I was a student at LSU, and that was the game that got moved because of 9/11. They played it in December, and it became a de facto SEC West championship game. LSU beat Auburn in Tiger Stadium. We rushed the field, and that was the game that LSU won that sent LSU to the SEC championship game for the first time. Awesome day all the way around. LSU dominated. Michael Clayton annihilated somebody in the opening kickoff. There was the fight with what up, G? With Duval, the Auburn kicker with the LSU band at halftime. Smoking cigars on the field afterwards after the 99 cigar game. Yeah, that'll do it. Drew's on one today. Don't worry, Drew. I walked in the bathroom door this morning, broke my coffee cup. The struggle, it's real. Hey, Brad, before you started intermittent fasting, did you normally eat breakfast? Oh, yeah. No, I always ate breakfast. Big breakfast guy. Big breakfast guy. But, intermittent fasting, like I could eat breakfast and then eat lunch and then not eat again like after 1 o'clock. But I prefer just to drink black coffee in the morning and go through my morning routine and just eat lunch. Let's see. I'm only asking because you mentioned it on Locked On. Well, I got to get to what you're talking about. Let's see. When you said you had a private conversation, you said the staff revealed recruits they really wanted on the visit. And when you said they prefer Easton, I think Brewster over the other guys. Well, sometimes I think what's important to remember is so I do a job which is to have conversation and give information about LSU sports, okay? And you cultivate good relationships with people, administrators, coaches, players, boosters, family members, agents, other media members. And you cultivate really good relationships, and it becomes a professional courtesy type thing. Because look, there's times, don't think for a minute, there's times where LSU doesn't benefit from things I do or say, right? And so as long as and sometimes there's things they want out there. And don't think that anything that I'm conveying to you isn't something that they've conveyed to these players. Like if you bring a player, let me give you an example. So you bring a player in for an official visit. Part of the official visit is sitting down with Billy Glasscock and talking about the money. That's how that works, right? So you come in, you talk to your position coach, you watch film, they let you go take all the pictures in Tiger Stadium and the uniform and all this sort of stuff, right? And then part of it is, okay, now go talk about the money with Billy. So nobody leaves their visit without knowing where they stand financially. So I'm not sitting here telling you anything that these recruits don't already know. Like they know what LSU's offer is financially. Now, sometimes I have those dollar amounts, sometimes I don't. But when I'm telling you where they're willing to spend the money, tells you point blank where they're willing to spend the money. Like look at what they're doing. Like look at their actions. That just helps me illustrate through their actions what their plan is. And it's not a secret. I mean, Lane's told you. I mean, I've flipping played that clip for you a million times. Hey, Jay, good morning. Let's see. Morning, Matt and fam. Hope we see Drew this morning. We already saw Drew this morning. Jay, you got to go back to the beginning of the show. Did you see Josh Pate, SEC coach ranking, DeBoer at 2, Kiffin at 5? I did not, and I like Josh a lot, but I genuinely don't care about his coach ranking or anybody's coach ranking because coach rankings are pointless. I've seen Dabo clip many times and forgotten what players he's speaking about. Could someone enlighten me? Thanks. Yeah, he's talking about Walker Parks. So Walker Parks was an offensive lineman at Clemson who was injured and was not at practice the day. That was before the LSU game. I was not at practice that day. So the reporter asked him, Walker Parks, is he? And Deb's, he'd be all right. He'd be good to go. Dude missed like the first month of the season. So I laughed about how coaches lie, and those cowardly reporters didn't even bother to ask a follow-up. Is he injured? Is it an ankle? Any idea when he might be back? What's the timeline? When did it happen? How did it happen? Who's going to back him up? Yeah, we're good to go. When is Ty Graves going to buy the Saints? Well, Gail Benson has said over and over she has no intention of selling as long as she's alive. So, I mean, Loomis and Dennis Lauscher are the executors of her estate because she doesn't have children. So, without any heirs, when she dies, her estate, I'm sure, will go to a trust, and they'll sell the team, and that might be the point where, depending on when that is, where that happens. But Mrs. Benson looks healthy. I mean, I'm not pushing her out the door, man. I mean, I don't know if that's really imminent, Let's see. Morning, Matt. This upcoming football season would have been an epic one for Whiskey and Wine with you and T-Bob. I hate those days are over. As they say, all good things coming to an end. Hey, Bryce, good morning. Brad, so many other national shows are putting out the same list, such as top 10 coaches, quarterbacks. It's a lazy summer topic. I think so. That's why I don't do it. The one list that I did was the one that on Locked On that they mandated everybody do in honor of the 10-year anniversary of the Locked On Podcast Network. So every host in the entire network did 10 things, some 10 things. No, I'm not busy. It's okay. Did you hear what she just said?
They don't mind, I said.
It's the morning show. They don't care.
They don't mind. I said don't mind. I said don't care. Are you going to take him to work or anything before you go?
No.
An outing?
Okay. We'll get an outing.
You said you want to go.
He says that because it's Saturday. Let's see. Matt, I went back and watched a Locked On episode from the LSU coaching search. What an amazing job you did reporting all that. It's amazing to watch 6 months later. Well, thank you, Brylan. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I mean, I broke all the stories. It was a situation where it was a combination. It was a moment in time where it was a combination of a lot of relationships that I worked really hard to build. Some luck.
Barry.
What?
Hey, Barry.
Barry.
Hey, Barry.
Hey, Barry.
Barry.
Like, I don't know if I've told you this. Maybe I have told you this. So, like, do you remember the Monday when Layla Kiffin was in Baton Rouge, when Layla flew to Baton Rouge? Well, we broke the story that Layla was in Baton Rouge over at LouisianaSports.net. And hang on. Hang on. I think I still have this. Oh, this is it. Wait, I think this is it. So this was, I'm going to play this clip for you. This was I don't know if this was Saturday or Sunday, but this was the weekend when Layla was coming in town on Monday. Okay. So on Friday, you start to hear Kiffin to Florida done deal. And then like on Sunday, Layla Kiffin was in Gainesville. Well, what y'all didn't know is that I found out on Thursday that Layla was coming to Baton Rouge Monday. So I found out Thursday Layla's coming to Baton Rouge Monday. And how I found out, I'm not going to tell you. But I got lucky. So I find out Thursday, Layla's coming to Baton Rouge on Monday. Friday, all the Florida outlets start with the Kiffin to Florida done deal. I'm like, I don't think so. Then Sunday, Layla's in Gainesville. And I say this, Lane Kiffin to Florida is far from a done deal. And Lane Kiffin to LSU is very, very, very much in play. Because I knew Layla Kiffin was coming to Baton Rouge the next day. And nobody else did. Well, a few people did. Like LSU people. A few LSU people did. Verge Osbury knew. Anyway. Antron, what's good, man? Good to see you. Been a while. Hope Drew's okay. He ran to the door. Drew did run to the door, but he's doing good. Look, there he is. Oh, and he just sat in his chair. Hit your head tomorrow. Let's see. I thought Jay said he was going to rely on recruits. LOL. If he lands OU's outfielder, that's potentially 6 of the 9 will be transfers. No, what he said was he was going to rely on homegrown power. So remember, 2 years ago. What, baby? Left that, Erica. So 2 years ago, they had Jared Jones and Ethan Fry, homegrown players that provided the bulk of their power. They lost those guys, and they went in the portal and got York and Simpson and Caraway and Dardar, and they went to go sign guys to replace that power. You look at this team who's returning, well, Aaron Beatty and Cerna and Braun are going to be at the forefront of that. Now, if Waters and Walks and Kurland give you power numbers, great. That's a bonus. But where you're going to rely on your power in your lineup is the 3 guys I just mentioned. Does that make sense? So he didn't say he was relying on recruits. He was talking about specifically for homegrown power. He wasn't going to go chase power numbers in the portal, is what he said. Meat pies tonight? I don't know, man. So I'm going up. So I'm leaving in a little bit, driving up to Natchitoches, Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame induction ceremonies tonight. I'll be so the Purple Carpet Show and the ceremony are televised live on LPB. So I don't know whatever market you're in. If you get LPB, you'll be able to watch 6:15 is the Purple Carpet Show. So I'll be doing the interviews like as dignitaries walk in, and then during the ceremony when the athletes or the inductees are enshrined, then or the electees are inducted, I'll be doing on-stage interviews with the inductees. So I'm driving up to Natchitoches. We got a production meeting at 3:00, and then the show starts at 6:15, and then the ceremony is either 7 or 7:30. I can't remember. But so then I'll probably haven't decided yet if I'm going to stay in Natchitoches or drive home. It probably is just a game time decision based on if I'm awake enough to drive 3 hours home at night. Hey, Scott, good morning. Hope you have an awesome day. Do you know if the player visits with the coaches before entering the portal, kind of like an exit interview? So everyone does an exit interview after the season. And so those have been done weeks before. So this is one of the it's one of those things where 4 days, 4 days before the portal closes, when it's been open for 26 days, and now your pitcher goes into the portal. I know, I ain't mad at anybody for tampering. I mean, it's agents have conversations, how the world goes right now, and everybody benefits from it, and everyone sees the other side of it too. So, whatever. Devin, good morning. Sucks about Paz. Thought he did good this year. Well, I mean, he had moments. His best outing of the year when he pitched against South Carolina. He got 4 SEC starts at the end of the year. Whenever you had injuries to, obviously lost more, and then Evans went down. Schmidt didn't pitch past couple weekends or his last couple starts. So he got some valuable experience, but his ERA was a 9, and he really struggled with command at times. But the stuff is undeniable, and if he harnesses it, he's going to be a really good player. I was confused. LOL, I was saying you mentioned the ACC thing on Locked On. Oh, I don't remember what I said. Sorry. He can't get any time in the rotation. He has no confidence in the incoming lineup. Little Drew, careful with his doors. Alex, good morning. Lefty. Abner, good morning. Joseph, good morning. Tiger Poppy, good morning. Truitt, morning, Scone. Had a video pop up the other day of FSU LSU brawl in 95. What highlights are your favorite to pop up? I don't really get fed a lot of highlights, man. As weird as that may sound. My I don't say this, but it's like I don't consume a lot of content because I create a lot of content. Like yesterday I did AFR. I came home, had dinner, we had to go drop off Erica's vehicle at South Point, and then came home and I recorded 2 locked ons. I did the Marcos Paz episode and then I did the Albert Simeon episode. I went to bed, woke up, did my cold plunge, morning routine, got Drew ready. Now I'm recording this episode. And then if I have time, I'll run Drew to my work to go ride elevators or something. And then I'd be on the road to Natchitoches and do that the Hall of Fame ceremony tonight. Then come home and I'll be here tomorrow doing Morning Scone. I mean, I just don't consume a lot. Not to say it's not good. It's just I create, I don't consume. DJ, good morning. Thanks for all the videos. It's like I'm on the recruiting trail, but actually coming in live from the cold plunge. Love it. Huff Nighthawk. All good things must come to an end. Hopefully not AFR, Morning Scone, or Locked on LSU. Well, AFR and Locked on LSU are the things that I do to make money to support my family. So I don't think those are coming to. I hope those aren't coming to an end. And Morning Scone is something I do just because I really enjoy it. So, yeah, I don't think that any of those are coming to an end anytime soon. We don't mind. I guess we're good to go. Thank you, Huff. Appreciate it. Barry is my father-in-law. So Barry is Erica's dad. That's Papa Rock, as you all call him. Oh, hang on. Hello, is Matt? Hey, Tom. Good morning. Okay. 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 And so it's not that won't be ready today. Okay. Okay. Okay, I appreciate it. Okay. Well, in the meantime, so that's my wife's vehicle. We do need it back. So can we get the vehicle back while we wait on that? Okay. Something.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah. Okay.
Who is that?
Drew, stop.
Who is that?
Sorry.
Who is that?
Stop.
Who is that?
Yep. No, I appreciate it. That'd be great.
What?
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Okay, alrighty. Bye-bye. Blah. So one of the windshield wipers on Erica's car is not working. The passenger side windshield wiper. And so he took it to South Point. It's under warranty. But we had to replace her windshield because she had a big crack. And apparently whoever replaced the windshield screwed up the wiper when they reattached it. And so it's like it's all ground down. Like we got to replace that whole part. Like, so now I have to call the glass company that replaced the windshield and yell at them. Awesome. So you know what I need now. Y'all got to help me out. I need you to buy a roof.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish Built. Parish Built. Parish Built. From your hometown. ParishBuilt.com.
All right, Parish Construction and Roofing. Remember, if you need North Peace, go to Brock Rock and Wine coming up Saturday, August 1st. Get your tickets at brortho.com. Food, wine, live music in the South Stadium Club at Tiger Stadium. Great event, all raising money for the Brock Foundation. Parish, we are giving away not one but two fortified roofs. One in Baton Rouge, one in New Orleans. I'm going to post the link. We're having a lot of problems because people just keep filling out the contact form on the homepage. That's not what we need you to do. On the homepage, there's two buttons. One says click to enter for Baton Rouge. One says click to enter for New Orleans. You got to click that button and it'll take you to the entry form. Don't fill out the form on the homepage. That's for the fortified. The buttons are for the fortified roof giveaway. The form on the homepage is if you have a roof damage or something, you need us to come help you. And as always, shout out to Our Lady of the Lake, FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake, championship health partner of LSU Athletics. They have signed 23 LSU football players to NIL deals for this coming season. There is no greater benefactor of LSU Athletics than Our Lady of the Lake. And they're awesome people. And they're great doctors. We took Drew to the Children's Hospital a couple weeks ago. Last week, we had to go see a GI doc. We see his neurologist there. I go to the lake, see Dr. Chastain as my primary care physician. I trust the lake. Easy endorsement. Hey, Christian, over-under on how long Kiffin stays at LSU. Over-under, I'd say 5.5. Over-under. Can you get 5 years out of him? And if you do, and he wins a championship, awesome. I think he has eyes of going back toward the NFL. I think that's an inevitability for him. Well, let me not say inevitability. I say that there's a strong probability. Say that he goes back to the NFL one day. But hopefully he wins a championship before he does. Matt, this year the A&M game and the Texas game look to me to be our most likely losses. They come after games with Ole Miss and Bama. Those games and where they come on the schedule have me paranoid. Yep. I think where they fall on the schedule certainly matters. I like that you get A&M at home and you get Texas at home. So I think a bigger thing with Texas is, what are you playing for in November? I mean, that's a really tough back-to-back, no doubt. But you get them back-to-back at home, and then the next week, you got to go to Tennessee and then to Arkansas. So you got back-to-back road conference games after that, which is brutal. November's brutal. But I keep saying you just got to get to November with all your goals in sight. If you lose to Ole Miss and A&M or Ole Miss or A&M, and then you drop a game like at Auburn that you're not thinking you're going to drop, well, now you've left yourself no margin for error, and you got to go Bama, Texas, at Tennessee, at Arkansas. And that's brutal. Hey, Chance, good morning. Let's see, how's Drew doing with eating? Last time I saw he was eating an orange. So he goes to feeding therapy at Abilities a couple days a week, and they always work with him on new textures and things like that. He's doing fine. He just doesn't eat enough to get all of his nutrition from eating. That's why he's tube fed. Let's see. I will say you're more right. Did a better job of covering Kiffin leaving Ole Miss than anyone. I like Neil McCready, but you beat him with a lot of info. Neil's great. I love Neil. But yeah, I beat everybody. I mean, it was just it was a moment in time where it was a story where I had enough really close connections on all sides of that. Administrative, coaching, LSU side, Ole Miss side, boosters, people writing the checks, politicians. Yeah, I had just a moment. Like, I don't know that that would happen for another story like that. It was just that one, moment in time. Hey, club, good morning. Chuck, what up? What's the real reason for the Will Wade hate? Oh, because he was defiant. I mean, he was the one on the wiretap, and so the narrative got spun about him, and nobody else mentioned Bruce Pearl or Sean Miller or Bill Self or all the other coaches involved in that federal wiretap scandal, because they all had assistants that took the fall. And Will was one on the wiretap. And he was defiant, and LSU was defiant, and the fans were defiant. And so you created this animus. And so people just dug in their heels, and any time they have an opportunity, to crap on Will, they'll do it. Now, he rehabbed his image at McNeese and then got the opportunity at NC State, but then he left NC State after 1 year, and it's just for LSU, which just sparked everything again. LSU Melly, pumped for Warren, great human. Yep, I'm excited to see Warren tonight. So Warren Morris getting the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame Ambassador Award. And it's a really good class. Sylvia Fowles, I don't know, honestly. There was something with Sylvia's schedule where it was like hit or miss if she was actually going to be able to be there physically, if she was going to be video conferenced in. But Sylvia, Joe Horn, Jonathan Lucroy, Todd McClure, Pat Williams, Dwayne Struther, Mike McConaughey. I think I got everybody. Did I leave anybody out? I think I left somebody out. What inductee are you most interested to interview? Todd. I get to, so there's 10. And I get 5, and Victor Howell gets 5. And so I get to interview Tom McClure. And Todd's a friend. So that's really cool for me to get to do that. Hey, Dad, good morning. Johnny, good morning. Warren Morris home run is my favorite. Yep. That's always a good one. I'll watch it every time. Jim, good morning. Send you an email, Tampa Dining. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. I will check it out. Yeah, we're heading to Tampa in a couple weeks, man, for SEC Football Media Days. We are wheels up on Sunday, July 19th. It's my sister's birthday, by the way. Hey, Brad, how long before the news was released did you know Brian Kelly was getting fired? I got a call that Sunday morning at what time was that? It was before church. And I go to church at 11:30, so it was before then. It was 10:30 maybe that morning, that Sunday morning. So I knew it. I knew he had been fired. He had met with Scott. He was fired. And so I had the story written, recorded my Locked On podcast. And the only reason we didn't break it then is because everything that started to transpire with the buyout, with the governor, and who later in the day, because the governor was basically trying to vet to see if Scott Woodward had the autonomy to fire Brian Kelly without board approval. And so that's what I was like, all right, hold. Don't report anything until we know how this is all going to play out. And so then there was a meeting at the governor's mansion that night. And I've talked to almost everybody that was in attendance at that meeting. Anyway, they came out of that meeting and it was done at that point. So. And so that's when I was ready to hit publish on the story.
I feel straight.
Hey, Caleb, good morning.
I feel straight.
Shay. S-H-E-A spells Shay. Shay. Caleb, good morning. It took us forever to get through the paperwork. Glad we signed our ad campaign with Clayton and Guarantee. Super excited. Y'all have an incredible team up there. Thank you, Caleb, man. Appreciate the patience. Glad to have you on board. I know I'm pretty sure you all are doing a deal with Michelle, yeah? So it's going to be great. And Clayton's great to work with too, man. So congrats on that. We appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Boondocking and rocking. Greetings from northern New Mexico. Northern New Mexico. Okay. Who's that? What up, Oh, don't start that. If Drew starts with his what up, G's. Oh, man. He says it. Makes me say it a thousand times. Stanley. Pause the exact situation Lane's talking about in the video about budgeting and recruiting specific players. Different sport, but Paz did play as a freshman. That's the difference. I think he's more thinking about guys that that you would pay to get here that aren't going to play. But no, well, I mean, there's similarities to it. Yeah, sure. Buy her a new car. This is a new car, Dale. What are you talking about? Good morning on AFR. You referenced Michael Bolton. My aunt, who is more like a sister, made me go to his softball game prior to the concert. Have a great day. Time, loving. Dun, dun, dun. If Kevin doesn't win a natty, it'll be massively disappointing. Agreed. Rocky, DJ. No endorsement for the windshield company. Yeah, no bueno. You were on the show and you got the call. I remember you getting muted and you said you had to go. I was thinking about that the day BK got fired. I'm almost certain the first call came in while I was doing Morning Scone. I haven't gone back and watched, but I'm almost certain. Adam, stay cool with the heat in Louisiana. Have an awesome day. Thank you, man. Same to you and yours. Was sitting in a boat with my grandpa and granddad for the Warren Morris home run. Never forget it. Amazing. Dwayne, Jeffrey, Brett. All right, y'all. I think we're done. Thanks for being there. Do me a favor. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Got a couple of locked on LSUs that I did last night. So I do have a full locked on about Paz leaving. I have a full locked on about Albert Simeon going to Notre Dame. So what that means, offensive line stuff. Go check that out if you would. Okay, y'all have a great day.